Alright, y'all, welcome back. We are finally at it again with another Cam Steady reaction and breakdown. Oh, it has been too long since we've done this. But I figured, you know what? I want to react to this. I thought it was longer. I didn't see it was only 5 minutes. I was like, you know what? I can probably get this done real quick. Let's take a look at it. And before we do, just before I continue any further, just in case you do see, I am skipped a bit ahead. It's just because he was announcing that he was going to be at the event, Nerdcore event in like July. It is now September, so I went ahead and skipped past that. I'm a little late to the party. But we are going to go ahead and react to this. For those of you who are new to the channel, I just want to let you know how I do my reaction and breakdowns is we will listen to the full song in its entirety to listen to it how the creator wanted it to be listened to first, before we will then go back through. I will lower the volume and we will go through bar for bar and see what we can get. And just like always, before you watch this with me, guys, go check out the original song from Cam Steady first before you actually watch my breakdown reaction. The link to the description, or the link to the video will be in the description below. Go check them out. Go give them some love first. All these creators work so hard on all these songs that it's just always incredible to hear them go at it. Once you do that, come back here, listen to it with me, and we'll go over it again and do some breakdowns. So without further ado, let's get this started. Cam Steady it's so good to be back. I'm so glad to get you back on the channel again. Let's see what you and everyone brought. Okay. Okay.
Shining diamond, face body styling, toughen on the iron island. Came still wrecking ball of Miley Cyrus. Okay. Clutching up a final smash. This Mega Man rocket tournament, so he's finding him with the fighters at. Don't need a helping hand.
Alright, bring it, Connor. Bring it, Connor.
Core sharp and sword dancing, spick and sweet. That's how we're all farming. Bro, I'm looking absurdly buff. Anyone but furries love to search me up. Surge and rush, bones to pick till yours are time to dust. Ain't no confusion. I'm cruising with
ooh, HGG, okay. 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 Of course, Callow with the bead rule. Okay.
May the games begin. I was made to win with these raging fists.
Oh, Matt for you. I love this guy so much.
This phase of man has laid dormant since I was born as a torchic. I was flightless then, but I'm soaring with these fire kicks like Air Jordan scoring. Freezing the hoop, you'll be needing a roof, cause I only make waves of heat in the booth. Like I fed the Bruce Lee with the moves. You wouldn't even see me leap off the roof when my street gets a boost. And I'm coming
okay.
Is where I'll be ready to box my ops like I'm Rocky. Y'all can't stop me. Okay. The best wings in the ring since chicken jockey.
Oh, okay. You had to get it in, didn't you?
Double the use for all of your moves. They really thought I wouldn't use pressure. Now I'm in pursuit, cut them by the root, and I do what I must for whoever. Was up a few and not really use. It's been that way as long as I remember. Might be harder to find them when you should elude, unless you can help with the fire and fumes. I figure I'm probably what's tied to it too. It's easy to see I'm a sign of the room. When everything shakes and families break, I no longer have anything I can lose, so I'll keep you safe by staying away. Can't wait to call me the bringer of doom.
Oh, okay. Peso P, bring it.
All of this newfound energy, let it all get to me. Warm my perspective, not talking about hopping dimensions. I need me a victim, and even my trainer can suffer the recipe.
Okay.
Ain't no escape, should've read my ability. I'm smoking gas, I ain't talking about little me. Honey, yo ass, I ain't talking about middle me. Lockdown, shadow, I might hit you critically. Then I go poison flowing so sickly. One of the best mega monsters if I'm putting it simply, leaving you missing. You call me pseudo, assume that you dead. I'm wiping his nose, I pseudo. I'm slacking, I'm like I'm red. They all make a stone, I'm flying ahead. I'm even a stone, I'm Steven a spread. Can't enter my name, you literal bread. Floor by floor, always up no leg. How does it feel to be pushing my chain? That's something you can't process. AI, cause it face no contact.
Okay.
I get my policy podcast. Diddy and mash in the mash, I'm all with a spam. I delete all your progress. All your connects, you can even dedicate to my complex. No way. HP when I'm moving at jet speed.
Oh, we gotta make a Sparks back.
But I'm sensing it lag hard. Turn matches to trap cards. Bro, choose your pain. Hit with the flick of the wrist. I'll take risks. I can split your brain. Get your main. I'm killing them early. Get permanent. Better not fight us in vain. I'm ready for war. Been in reality. Meta galore. They made me a beast to settle the score. One thought can just sever your core. Know that I'm bringing the horror. Keep a calm mind, baby, before I just flame up your aura. The truly you need. The psychic elite. Steady my heat till your ghost and retreat. Yeah.
This is the dragon.
Oh, there's Cam Steady.
When the land in the sea have a tragic event, then I'll land if you see the collapse I prevent is the death that was dancing on teams in the asteroids and then I grant all the needs of the dragon noise like a the gases go face when the man deploys all of the static I bring with the dragon noise. Diverted the primal cries, diverted the spiral tides, the start of the north, leading the Lord coming home with the Bible skies. As the empress of the density grows, speed to extreme is my enemy slow. The penalty keeps rising, I send it below. Now this time no anything close.
Oh, all right. We have actually, for once, I feel like I caught a lot in these Pokemon ciphers. Typically, I'm really bad at catching the bars of Pokemon ciphers, which is ironic considering that's what, like, just skyrocketed my channel. But regardless, let's go through it. First off, before we go through, I just want to say everyone did fucking phenomenal. That was so cool. I mean, it's to be expected when you come to a Cam Steady cipher. You just expect the best because it's just, his stuff always hits. It always hits. I don't think I've ever heard a Cam Steady that's a miss. I mean, people in here I haven't heard in a while, like Omega Sparks. I think the last time I heard Omega Sparks in something was at least in the Cam Steady cipher was back in was it the gym leader cipher? I think it was the gym leader cipher. It's been a while. It's nice to hear some of these people again. Let's go through it. Got a 2-pack and a choke from the hits. Yeah. Okay, so just a smoke bar, right? He's bringing that smoke. Also talking about smoke because of the fire, smoke in the air, connecting you right there. Smoke in the air like the West Coast, like the California fires. Okay. 2-pack, because I wanted that's a reference to one, the rapper Tupac, but also 2-pack because Charizard has 2 different forms for his Mega Evolution. Mega stoned, never gonna roll up a blunt, make your Mega stoned. Okay. Got the blunt force, and then blitz. Okay. Singed, SYNGED. Isn't that like wasn't Singed like a video game soundtrack artist or something like that? I feel like I remember seeing that before, hearing the name. I'm confident that's the name of someone. I want to say it's like a video game soundtrack artist. I could be wrong, but that's what I want to say. Black with the blue flame, black and blue, what you're gonna look like whenever he's done with you, but also literally black and blue, like a stovetop, black with the blue flame. Okay. Okay, this was awesome. When X at the top, shit go left, so you know why. XYZ be pulling up so fly. Just all the Pokemon game names, XY, and Z. Oh, that was good. Alright, then we got Connor. Oh, I didn't even see that actually. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Blue Diamond, Shining Diamond, as in the Shining Diamond game. Okay. Iron Island. I think isn't Iron Island like where you can find Lucario, and then isn't Mega Lucario like fighting Steel type? I want to say. Also, that would make sense because came in Steel Wrecking Baller, Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball. Dunking in a Unite match or clutching up in a final smash. Okay. Mega Man rocking tournaments. Another Smash reference right there to the Mega Man character. Tournaments. I'm assuming he was probably strong in tournaments. I don't really keep up with the competitive scene when it comes to Pokemon. So when it comes to like all the tournament bars and things like that, people gotta kind of help me out with those because I'm not always gonna catch him. I'm gonna assume he was pretty strong in tournaments. Yeah, I want to say Helping Hand and Force Palm are both attacks, aren't they? Metal Claw, I do know that one, Sword Dancing. You wonder furries love to search me up. All right, Connor. All right.
Touch me up, Sergeant Rush, bones to pick through yours and turn to dust.
And then we got Chi-Chi. Also, I always love hearing Chi-Chi in one of these songs because while she still is rapping, it's more of like almost a sing-song kind of rap, and I love that. It helps break up the pacing, helps make sure not everything sounds somewhat uniform, really makes it pop and stand out. I love it. Also, confusion, as in the attack confusion. Okay, okay. Bend your mind in space, but I'm still saving grace at Showtime. I wonder if that's a reference to Diamond and Pearl. Fucking, wow, what are their names? Dialga and Palkia. Ugh. Okay, okay. And then, of course, I feel like I didn't catch a whole lot in Chi-Chi's. I'm assuming there's probably a lot in that verse to catch. I'm more so when it comes to Chi-Chi's verse, just love to hear her vocals. Her vocals are so good. But then we got moving on to Callan B with fucking B-Drill. I would have never expected anything less.
Like a storm, coming slow, dance in a swarm, I'ma go big, top 5 now when I was back then.
Top 5 now, and I was back then. Was Beedrill always a strong Pokemon? I didn't know that. If that's true, that's crazy. Better yet, let's check the Pokedex. Is Lena become poison stinger? Stabs its prey repeatedly with the stingers on limbs, dealing the final blow. Yeah, I mean that's that's Beedrill Pokedex on there. Because I really been the bee's knees. Okay. Heard he had a buzz and was hoping for the freebie. Okay, okay. Playing a oh my god, how many bee puns are there with a frisbee? Okay, okay. Or it's wanna be drill. Okay, take this, that poison jab, needle drop, and this beeswax. Beeswax is not only a play on bees and beeswax things like that, but also I think it could be a call to his album Beeswax. Pretty good album. Go check it out if you haven't. Also, poison jab, one of the attacks. Beedrill got them all running like tree sap. I'm assuming that's because they're not running very far because they're fucking dead, because they're getting stabbed by a giant poisonous bee. Pretty good. I will say, Callan, I haven't listened to Callan in a while. I love his flow. He always has such a real tight, quick flow, and I love to hear it. Especially when he can go crazy with the like his name, right? When he can go crazy with puns regarding like bees and things like his name, he goes crazy. Starting off with Matt for Yo, I will say, Yo, I like that he's starting that. We got Matt for Yo starting with Yo. Okay, okay. May, wasn't the trainer who had a tour chick? Wasn't that May? I want to say it was. Ain't no bird braver than Blaze again. Isn't there like an attack with those names? I feel like there's an attack with that. These fire kicks like Air Jordans, the fucking double there with fire kicks, like as in his good looking shoes, but also fiery kicks with literal fire in his kicks like Air Jordans. Okay, okay. Scoring threes in the hoop, you need in the roost. Roost, the ability that heals you. Heat wave, I want to say, isn't that like an attack or something like that? Something pretty close to that, and then like a feathered Bruce Lee with the moves, 100%, like all the fighting and martial arts abilities, yeah, for sure. Another mention to another famous fighter right there, although he was not real. We got Rocky and Bruce Lee mentions. And then also, he's talking about his speed and being on top. Is he like one of the fastest Mega Evolutions or just fastest Pokemons? And also, I'm going to assume, good in tournaments again. Good in competitive play. Just a safe assumption, I would think. Pitted up against the best wings in the ring since Chicken Jockey. All right, Matt, we need to have a talk, Matt. We need to have a talk, Matt. There's no way you just reference chicken jockey in this cipher. All right, we need to have a talk.
Losing my cool? Never. There's a lot that I can do better. Double the use for all the
Okay,
your
okay.
moves. They really thought I wouldn't use pressure.
Pressure, I already know that is actually an ability or an attack. I can't remember, but I do recognize that one. Also, I will say Zach B as yeah, hold on, wait, hold on. Zach B as Mega Absol, perfect casting. I feel like when it comes to casting, Zach B is always the most perfect casting for everything he's chosen for. I don't know how it's done, but it's done every time, and I love it.
Better. Double the use for all of your moves. They really thought I wouldn't use pressure. Now I'm in pursuit, cut them by the root, and I do what I must for whoever. You and I really use. It's been that way as long as I remember. Might be
Yeah, I feel like Absol's not as popular as they used to be. They used to be such a popular Pokemon, and now they're nowhere. I guess maybe like the rate of finding one is more difficult than it used to be or something like that, but I feel like he used to be everywhere, plastered everywhere, like almost like a mascot, and now he's just gone.
harder to find them when you should elude. Unless you can help with the fire and fumes. I figure I'm probably what's tied to it too. It's easy to see I'm a sign of the room. When everything
Okay.
shakes and families break, I no longer have anything I can lose. So I'll keep you safe by staying away. Get why to call me the bringer.
So I feel like, okay, I believe that is a reference to Absol's Pokedex entry, as well as maybe, I guess, probably some of their appearances in the movies and games and things like that. I never really used Absol, so I'm not familiar with Absol's lore or Pokedex entry or nothing like that. So I wonder how much of that was a reference to their appearances in various media. Okay, and then yes, that's right. We get Peso Pete up here. They are insane. Everything they are in. I mean, the energy that they bring to the table is just incredible. I don't think anyone can match Peso Pete in terms of the energy that is brought from them. So always hearing them like on a song, just I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Living through limbo, mirrors, and windows. Like, couldn't you see a Gengar like in like paintings and windows and shit, like in some of the games? Like, isn't that you have to like, capture one is doing something through a window or a mirror or a painting? I can't remember that, but I swear I remember something like that. Yep. Okay. Ain't no escape should have read my ability. I'm assuming Gengar has an ability like Frighten or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but don't they have an ability where if you are fighting them, you are frightened or something, and you can't run from them. You're forced to fight it out. And I'm smoking gas. I ain't talking about Little Me. Okay. A double there talking about one, well, I guess maybe a triple, maybe if I'm unless I'm reading into too far, but smoking on that good stuff, but also like just being, you're just smoking the competition while also smoke, gasoline being made of literal smoke. In your ass, I ain't talking about middle me. Yeah, okay, another play on just the Haunter, Ghastly Haunter Gengar line. Yeah, for real. I genuinely think that in terms of design and gameplay and everything like that, that Mega Gengar is probably one of my favorites, dude. They have such a badass design. I love it. All right, and then we get I think it's Aerial Ace with can't remember the name of this Pokemon, but Mega Metagross. That's right. Oh, hold on. Let's go through that. I was vibing too hard. You call me pseudo, assume that you dead. I'm wiping his nose, I Suda the Fed. Oh, Suda Fed. Okay, I see. They type and I'm psyching, I'm likely on red. They all mega stoned, as in one, the mega stone, two mega evolve, but also Stone, Steven Stone, or whatever his name is. I know he's like a rock type gym leader, so we got that. Steven the spread. Okay. How does it feel to be questioned by Chegg? Isn't Chegg like a book delivery service or something like that? Is that someone help me understand what I'm not getting there? 'Cause I'm not understanding something. AI cross your face, no contest. I wonder what that's referencing. I feel like that's a reference. I'm not getting it. 110 speed on a slab, can't stop yet. I'm guessing that is Metagross's movement speed, as well as maybe when you have like the slabs that can affect your speed, your strength, whatever your stats are. I'm guessing maybe that's his speed stat. Hauling your Connex, you can't even dare to claw to my complex. Okay, fire. Watch me rubber. Okay, then we get, like I said, Omega Sparks. We haven't heard him in a long time. So glad to hear Omega Sparks again with Mega Mewtwo. Okay. Turn matches the trap card. Is that a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think really what Omega Sparks is going for here is just talking about how much of just a beast Mewtwo is in general. Especially like right here, they made me a beast. Let's score talking about how Mewtwo was designed in a lab, things like that. Talking about also, I think he said something about like shatter your brain or something like that because he's a psychic type. So okay. Fire. Alright, then we get to finish it up with the man himself, Cam Steady, with one of my all-time favorite megas, fucking Mega Rayquaza. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, okay. I was hoping like that. Forget he just doesn't stop. He just keeps going. Lots of references there. I think mainly to just like the lore regarding Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon. Right, talking about like the tragic events, the disasters. We're also talking about asteroids and things like that. Talking about how Rayquaza keeps the planet safe from anything that would enter the atmosphere, such as asteroids and things like that. Sent down grant all the needs of the Dragonoids. I'm guessing there's probably a group of people called like Dragonoids that praised Rayquaza or something like that. That's what I could gather from that bar. All of the static I breathed with the dragon noise. Okay. The to the star north, leading the lords, luring Hoenn to Bible skies. Fucking crazy. Yeah, so these were like literal god Pokemon. Like they literally are gods of the skies, the sea, and the ground. And I mean, it's biblical proportions of their strength, right, compared to everything else. But also, he is the Lord. He's the one who, from what I understand, keeps these two in check. And I also want to say to the Star North, can't you, in the movie, whenever they introduce Rayquaza, doesn't he like fly, with oh god, like the Aurora Borealis? Pressure. Yeah, and just I think pretty much just finishing up there with when you fight Rayquaza, you best be ready for that smoke because everything will be ready on the table with him. All right. That was awesome. That was fire. And knowing me, I probably missed a ton of bars. So guys, please make sure to point out what I missed in the comments below. Even if this video is months or years old, let me know. If you see something that you caught that I didn't or no one else in the comments got, point it out. I like to catch these things and it only makes me better when it comes to future reactions. As for the song itself, like I said, that was fire. Everyone did a phenomenal job and I can't wait to hear the next Cam Steady Cypher. I won't say one's already in the works, if I remember correctly, by keeping up with them on Twitter. I'd have to double check that, but I need to look into it. I'm trying to get back into recording and things like that again, and I feel like there's just so much I missed out on in my absence, so I'm glad to be back. But that's going to do it for me. So if you like this song, guys, go check out Cam Steady. Go check out the artists I've presented here. All of them make very, very, very good content, and they're always a joy to listen to. And as for me, if you like reaction and breakdown content, that's pretty much my whole channel at this point. That's what the people want, so that's what I'm doing. Or if you want to keep a more up-to-date, look into my life, go check me out on Twitch. My Twitch is pretty much where I stream pretty much every day. I pretty much stream every Wednesday and Saturday, and any days I have in between where I can stream, I will do so. So if you want to keep up with me, that's the best place to do it, either there or on Twitter, which you can find on my YouTube channel. But that will do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Love ya.